Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This will be, I think, the third video to do with Beavis and Butt-Head on my channel. I've reviewed these three in the middle here in the past. You can check that out. Well worth a watch. And I've shown you my card collection with the Beavis and Butt-Head cards, which I had so much fun collecting in the early 90s. And I've still got everything to this day, all safely in folders, and all my comic books are, you know, carefully looked after, mint condition, the original ones. Apparently my number one there is the rarer variant because of the color of the glove or something. But and I recently got these. I haven't reviewed them on the channel because I wanted to leave them in the packaging, because the packaging is so good, the retro style. That's actually my favourite thing about those particular figures, which my girlfriend got me. Thank you very much, baby. She got me these, and I knew I was never going to open them. Just love the colours and the pictures of the characters in the background, just beautiful. And today I was in HMV and I saw these hand-painted head knockers. NECA has something to do with it because I saw their name under the box. But unfortunately I didn't think about it until I got home. They don't have anything on their t-shirts. Like, usually to avoid the copyright with AC/DC and Metallica, they put Death, Rock and Skull usually, but they didn't even do that. And I think there's older versions of these where they were putting that text on the shirt, but unfortunately it's not on this version. And my paint's a bit messy around the neck there, I've just noticed. But I had to have them. They were in HMV. They had Cornholio as well, but I didn't want to spend that much. They were $28.99 each. So I did get Butt-Head and Beavis. And I just thought, I don't want it to be one of those things that I had the chance to get and then I didn't, and then I regret it. Not that I think these are going to be super hard to come by or anything, but I've just learnt from that mistake in the past. When I see something and I've got the money, I can do it, but for some reason I walk away and think, you know, I don't need that, and then I regret it. It's happened about 5 times as a collector. So if I can get things these days, if I see it, I'll just get it done, because I'm never gonna regret owning any Beavis and Butt-Head stuff. It all means so much to me because of when I grew up. It was a really cool time, man. I was like 12, 13 years old and really into all the grunge music that was going on. MTV was awesome. You know, Beavis and Butt-Head would come on at night, and I remember sometimes they just do big marathons of Beavis and Butt-Head episodes. And I remember being at an airport once on my way to Dublin when I was, or actually no, we arrived in Dublin at the airport, and it was very late at night, and we were just waiting for family to come and meet us, and on this massive screen in the middle of the airport, a Beavis and Butt-Head episode was playing, and it was down very low, but you could just about make out what they were saying. And I remember just being transfixed, very happy watching Beavis and Butt-Head. I already knew about them, but it was just, I felt, you know, when you're away from home and you have that away from home feeling, but then you look up on the big screen and you see these guys and you feel a little bit more safe and happy. So I hope you enjoy this review. Well, it's not really a review. I'm just going to be showing you these head knockers. I'll just give you a good look at them. But drop a like on it for me. Helps more people find the channel and helps more Beavis and Butt-Head fans. Helps them find this video, which they might find useful as far as letting them know about some of the collectibles that are out there. I don't have everything. There is a lot of stuff out there for Beavis and Butt-Head collectibles, but I try to gather the stuff I think is the best. But I've probably missed out on a few things. But it's looking nice. Collection's looking pretty good. On the back of the packaging here, on these ones, they do show you some of the other versions that are available. I'm quite tempted to track down those Burger World figures. Don't think I need Cornholio because I'm just so satisfied with this one here. And it's another reason why I decided to skip out today when I saw the Cornholio version of these head knockers in HMV. It was a slightly bigger box, obviously, because he's in this pose. But I've always been satisfied with this one. They're so top heavy though, like I said in the review, they really are. Their heads weigh a ton and their knees can barely hold them up, and you have to be very careful. They come with bases that their feet plug into, but still, it's always a worry having these guys standing up on display. but they are still some of the absolute best Beavis and Butt-Head figures you can get. I love the look of these head knockers, man. Beavis in particular, the colour of his hair, the skin tone, the t-shirt, the shorts, it all comes together and looks really, really good. It's a really good sculpt and really nice paint on Beavis. Looks fantastic and very funny. And Butt-Head is excellent as well, but just a bit messy on that neck area with the t-shirt, but maybe I can fix that if I can be bothered. If I've got a small enough paintbrush, I can go in and try and correct it. I would like to try and add the text that's missing myself, but it's a bit nerve-wracking. The Beavis one I think I could probably get away with, you know, use a very thin brush and just paint Metallica on there, but because the AC/DC would need to be let me see if I can find oh, I just realised even on the comics they didn't have AC/DC and Metallica. Okay. I probably already knew that, but it's been a minute since I've focused on Beavis and Butt-Head. I am 43 now, and I was really into them when I was 12, 13 years old, 14, 15, and all through my 20s as well. I haven't actually seen the latest movie they did. I think I had to be on Paramount to see it, which I never was, and I've heard it's hilarious, and I haven't seen it yet, and that's something to look forward to. Probably actually need to check out the latest season as well. I didn't see that either. It's been a minute since I checked in with the boys. I love them though, always will. Just that you see around the box, just in case you are going to try and avoid these ones, it makes more sense, I guess, to try and get the older ones that actually had the text on the shirts. I wish I had thought about it more before I made my purchase, but it just seemed like a no-brainer to me at the time. I thought, well, they're here. I checked on eBay to see what kind of price they were going for, and it's the exact same price as HMV. So I just thought I'd grab them. But yeah, it would be nice to have the text on the shirts. I can always try and do it myself. I've done harder things in the past with customizations. For some reason, I get worried about, trying to fit Metallica on Beavis's t-shirt. Like, what if I start at one end of the word and then I don't have enough room to finish the word Metallica or something? That's the kind of thing I worry about. I'm sure there's ways I could prep for that, but anyway, that's the box. I'll show you underneath where it says NECA. Yeah, so Paramount, Viacom International, NECA, and then the rest is covered up by the HMV sticker. And that's the top of the box. It says Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-Head. Mike Judge is a genius, by the way. Have you seen Office Space? That's my favourite comedy movie of all time, and he directed that. Same guy that created Beavis and Butt-Head. He's done some great films. Hand-painted collector's quality resin at an affordable price. Head knockers, Paramount. There you go. So resin, you got to be careful with them. Alright, so we'll take a look at Beavis first. We'll get a full head-to-toe shot of him turning, then I'll zoom in. I love their bases. They are stuck to those. So resin means not plastic, folks. You can't drop these on the kitchen floor because they will shatter. But from any angle, Beavis looks absolutely fantastic. Apart from the tip of his nose, there's something going on there which is going to be a bit of a pain in the bum to try and fix, because I'd have to try and match the skin tone exactly right. You'll see on the tip of his nose here is just like a little bit where the paint didn't quite sit. It's almost like a tiny little indentation on the tip of his nose. It's not supposed to be there. So yeah, maybe I have to live with that. There's definitely a few issues with them, but they were pretty cheap considering. They're a nice size as well. They're nice, decent sized pieces that you can have in your collection, and people will notice them. Overall though, aside from a couple of issues, look at his little knees and the shoes, it's perfect proportions. Love the colours and the expression. You can literally hear him. I can't do the Beavis voice. I did pretty well in the original review for these guys. I was doing impressions all day long in that review. Go check that out if you want to hear me bust a few lines for you. I was even doing their principal at school. I can't do that anymore. That guy. Alright, should we take a look at Butt-Head? And then we'll take a look at them both together, turning at the end. Alright, here's Butthead. Thankfully his tip of his nose, no problem there on this one. The hair looks great. Expression's really good. Let's see. He's air guitaring, riffing in the air. Again, proportions and all that seem good. Beavis is my favourite of the two. Not in general, just out of these two particular pieces. I'm not sure who my favourite is. I couldn't choose. That would just be wrong. You know, they're both equal. Even though Butthead thinks he's... he thinks he's the leader, I guess. But if I remember correctly, there was a few times Beavis saved his ass. So, look at that though. The way the drink is just falling there by his feet looks really good. It's really well sculpted. He's got a little remote control down there too. And the, you know, the font, the logo on the front is nicely done. I'll get the camera to focus on that for you. Alright folks, gonna wrap it up. There is the two of them together. Looking absolutely awesome. Can't say I highly recommend them because I know there's older versions out there that actually have the text on the t-shirts like it's meant to be. Don't know why they didn't even bother doing that on these ones. It's a damn shame. I just didn't think about it when I was buying it. I didn't even notice it on the box. I was all excited and, you know, just wanted to get in the collection. But regardless of that, I'm still really happy they're here. I think they look great. Great likeness, great proportions, great presence, great size, great figures. So let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Always good to hear from you. Are you Beavis and Butt-Head fans? I would think so if you made it this far in the video. So I've still got some catching up to do with the boys. I've got to watch that latest movie and check out the last couple of seasons of the show when it came back. So looks like I'll probably have to sign up to Paramount or something, because that seems to be the only place you can watch them. I don't know. There's always a way, isn't there? So we'll see about that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.